Welcome to Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health. I'm Jeff Rimmer, and a pleasure to be sitting down and visiting prior to the start of the regular season with the general manager of the Columbus Blue Jackets, Jarmo Kekalainen. And Jarmo, as we mentioned, the season about to begin, preseason and training camp behind us. Were you pleased with the way things went in training camp?
Yes, I think there's always room for improvement, but overall, I'd say that the camp was competitive. Guys came here well prepared, in good shape. Testing results proved that. I think there was good, healthy competition for the ice time, for the spots on the team. Some close calls, tough decisions, and some decent performances in the preseason games. So overall, yeah, I'm satisfied.
Would we perhaps refer to the fact that two youngsters will be making their National Hockey League debuts here in the early season, and the names of Ryan Murray, #2 overall draft pick a couple of years ago, and of course Boone Jenner, would those be considered surprises? I mean, coming into camp, there was some thought, some expectation that maybe they would need some seasoning down in Springfield, but both had outstanding camps.
I think all the time with the young players like that, you just don't want to set expectations that are too high. I think you need to see their play dictate on where they end up, and that's our job to decide what's the best place for them, where they can succeed and keep developing as young players. But they clearly came to this camp prepared to compete for a spot, not only compete for it, but also earn a spot, and they did that. With their play, they played well. They showed maturity beyond their age, both on and off the ice. And they not only earned the spot on the team, but I think they pushed the other guys too to sort of see that, okay, well, there's going to be tough competition for the ice time here come regular season, but obviously it's going to be another notch up once we get to the regular season and the opponents have their best lineups too.
You know, it's interesting talking to some of the players in the dressing room, one in particular, Brandon Dubinsky. He says, not only are these two young men going to be on our hockey club, but I expect big things from them. So they've obviously earned the respect of their teammates.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about with it. We have a young team, but it's great to see two more young guys come into the team and hopefully make our team better. And that's what this is all about, building from within and having a good development system, having draft picks like that come in and be successful draft picks, and obviously Ryan Murray was a very high draft pick and second overall, but Boone Jenner is a second round pick, so that's a credit to the scouting staff. That's a great pick in the second round, having a guy like that come into his first real pro training camp after his junior career, and not only make the team, but being looked at as a guy who can make our team better.
Todd Richards made it very, very clear prior to the start of training camp that it was important for the Jackets to get off to a quick start. Obviously, you share those same thoughts. The Jackets finishing very strong, certainly deserved to be in the postseason. It didn't happen due to that tiebreaker, but how important is this start?
Well, there's 2 points for every game. I think that's the way we should look at it, but inconsistency cost us last year. We didn't have a good start. And we had a great finish, so it was an inconsistent season, and now there's 82 games full season. I think that we got to start well, we got to play well in the middle of the season, and we got to finish strong. Yeah, I think that once you get to a good start, it increases your confidence, and everybody starts believing in this again, and for sure it's a positive thing with a strong start.
What are your expectations for this season?
Well, I expect us to improve. I expect us to get better. We have a young team, as I mentioned, and there's no reason why we shouldn't grow as a team. And we proved in the last 29 games last year with a 19-5-5 record that we're for real. It's not a fluke. We competed against any of the good teams in the league, the best teams in the league. We not only competed against them, but beat them, and earned the right to be in that group that competes for a playoff spot and competes for championships. And that's what we want to build on. We want to learn from the experience of not being good enough last year, what it takes to be better and get to the next level, take the next step and make the playoffs. But overall, just coming to work every day and improving as a young team and just getting better and getting to the next level.
You talk about improvement. Would you suggest that perhaps where you'd like to see the most improvement is perhaps on the offensive side of the game, knowing the team's strength defensively?
Yeah, that's one area where we can improve on, but I don't want us to forget about our identity, which was playing tough defense, sacrificing the body for the team, blocking shots, getting into the corner first and taking the hit to make a play. That blue-collar mentality that we had last year, being a hard team to play against, a team that nobody wants to play against, that's got to be our identity going forward too this year. But yeah, there are other areas that we can improve on, and goal scoring is one of them.
Now, you spent a lot of time, of course, in the Eastern Conference, previously with the Ottawa Senators. You look at the situation here, and how does the Jackets' style fit in to the Eastern Conference? Is there really a different identity of teams in the East as opposed to what we are used to here over the last several years in the West?
Yeah, I think that there's always different teams in both of the conferences with different styles, and that'll change when players move and coaches move too. So when Tortorella goes from the Rangers to Vancouver Canucks, I think it's going to change the Rangers style. It's going to change the Canucks style. But I think it's hockey, and I think the team, the identity that our team has, what we talked about, the grit and the effort and the work ethic, that's going to work in the West, and that's going to work in the East.
Appreciate your time. Best of luck this season, and I look forward to talking to you again here down the road.
Thanks.
Jarmo Kekalainen, General Manager of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and thanks for joining us here on Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health.